Hey everyone, Erin here. Many of you know that I am in the process of writing a book, and I have been inspired by a couple other people. So the first person is Erin Hastakostas. She just published a book called You Do You-ish in February, and she documented her entire journey of writing the book on YouTube. And one of my colleagues in a coaching group that I am part of, Tim Snell, has decided he is going to do the same thing. And I've been thinking about how do I want to best document this journey. I've posted a few things on Facebook here and there. But what I recognized when March 1st rolled around 2 days ago, so today's March 3rd, it's that I really regretted 3 years ago when I had my top surgery for my gender affirmation that I never actually documented that journey. And what it wouldn't give to have my actual thoughts and reflections, and not the ones I write, because when I write, I censor. So I am going to video document, and I'm video documenting this for me. As you can see, I am outside. It is 50 some degrees here in Michigan today. So I'm not sitting here with a fancy camera and fancy lighting, talking about my process to impress anybody. I'm talking about it for me. I'm documenting it, I'm learning, and I'm posting it online because my journey, my process, whether or not you're an author out there, the things that I am thinking about, the things I am going through, might actually be relevant to somebody. So I'm doing it for me. And as a byproduct, I hope it serves somebody else out there. And I will say I was a little bit hesitant to document my journey because Erin and Tim have done it. And one of the things that's really present for me is not following other people's maps. In fact, my book currently is tentatively titled it's tentatively titled Make Your Own Map. And I'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a second, but it's currently Make Your Own Map. But something Erin said, she was on a Zoom call with Tim and two other folks with me. She talked about the 50% rule. It's that she kind of listens to 50% of what people say, and then the other 50% she does her way. So just because Tim did it and is doing it, just because Erin did it for her book, doesn't mean I'm copying, doesn't mean I'm following their map. In fact, I may only watch bits and pieces of theirs so I can really stay true to how I want to document. And I got clear. I'm not doing this because they did it. I'm doing this because this is an incredible way for me to have record for myself of this insane book journey. So I'm a little bit behind because I've been working in the book for a bit. So this first video isn't just the beginning. And I'm looking out here, and my dog Harper is really cute, and I just want to go pet her right now. But in the middle of the summer of 2020, I got really interested in this word "and." So much that I created a podcast out of it. I created a course on it, and then thought, you know what? I'm going to write the book on "and." It's a powerful, powerful word. And then a couple months later, I engaged an incredible book coach, Patty Hall. I said I was going to write a book with her and do this group coaching program. And then late October, it hit me. The book wasn't "and." And I didn't know what the book was. I just knew it wasn't "and." "And" is a powerful word. It's a powerful tool, but it wasn't the message that needed to get out from me. And so with great, great trepidation, I said, hey, Patty, can we talk? And got on Zoom. It was, I believe, over the Thanksgiving holiday, and said, it's not "and." And I was ready in that moment for her to fire me and say, well, you're just not ready to work with me, so come back when you have an idea. And I'll never forget what Patty said to me. She said, oh, thank God. Apparently, something I didn't know is that if you're too locked into what the book is, you don't have the opportunity to see what it could be. So I proverbially took a coat of white paint over my canvas and said, I'm rethinking. And in the last couple months, it's now March, right? It was end of November. I just started with what if I kind of lean into one of my favorite ands. I've called it two different things before. Sometimes it's committed and unattached. Sometimes it's high intention, low attachment. I like high intention and low attachment at the moment because it shortens to HYLA. And that came from my friend Shelly Paxton. I was on her podcast, and then a friend of hers said, ooh, HYLA. So I can't remember the guy's name. I will give him credit for it when it comes into the book. But HYLA, high intention and low attachment, which is high intention towards writing a book. Low attachment to if it comes out, when it comes out, what it's about. And I really just said, what's the book I need to write for myself, for me? Just like this video log is all for me, the book is all for me. And yeah, eventually when it comes out, I have faith, not just trust, faith that it'll be relevant for other people. So I've been in this committed and unattached, or high intention and low attachment exploration, knowing some of my tools, knowing that action creates clarity, and the more I write, the more I'll get there. But boy, it's already been just a mental journey for me, an emotional journey for me. I don't have it all figured out. And I'm one of those people that wants to know right now, what is the answer? What am I doing? What am I writing? My first piece of writing, I was ready for Patty and the group to say, you're a terrible writer. You suck. What are you doing here? Who are you to write a book? Who are you to tell your stories? And I'm still facing that resistance as I explore the book. Because the book is about how to make a map, make your own map. What it's really about is my journey. And a couple days ago, I was in this group coaching session, actually it was yesterday, and Ken, who's one of the other people in the group, said he had studied cartography at one point. And he said, maps were not made to get you somewhere. They were made so you can get back home. And home is a huge thing in my life. I moved back to Ann Arbor a few years ago to be near home, to be near family. I literally have a home on a lake that's part of my family's home. That is where I feel my soul is most at home. When I was a kid, home was surrounded by mountains, and I always knew where I was directionally by looking up. But home is even deeper for me because my journey over the last several years is finding home here. Getting to know me, getting to like me, getting to trust me, and that being a way that I can go really make a difference in this world. I'm getting clearer and clearer that my mission on this planet is to make a more authentic, inclusive, and equitable world. Authenticity within us all. Inclusivity in our communities and our organizations, and equity at the societal and cultural level. And that all begins here with me liking and trusting myself, and actually helping others do the same. So it's about making a map at the moment, and here's what I'm facing. Here's the easy thing. The easy thing is to teach tools. I'm really good at being up here. I have all kinds of tools of how I've brought myself home. High intention and low attachment. Action creates clarity. There's so many different things. But here's the edgy thing. The edgy thing is sharing me. And what I'm coming to learn, not just on this book journey, but in the last few years, is that I don't enroll people. I enroll people here, but I hold people here with my heart. And my story and my journey is just as important, if not more important, than the tools I have to teach. So I don't know at this moment what the subtitle is for Make Your Own Map, because the easy thing for me is to write a book about how to create a really soul-fueled business. The hard thing is to tell my story. And the hard thing is to broaden it to being not just about a soul-filled business, but a soul-filled life. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'm intending to share some of my writing here. I won't do that today because this video is already feeling like a really good length and I'd like to enjoy some outside time. But I will be sharing some of my writing and some of my stories along the way. And if you are watching, I'd love to know what you think. I'd love to know what resonates. And I'd love to know what you think of the writing and what stories may or may not be interesting to you in the final book. But really, even if I hear from nobody, I don't care, because I'm really excited for me to be on this journey and to be learning and to be confronting and to be raw and real and be authentic with myself and be inclusive of all of me and all of my stories. And I don't know how equity works here, equitable, but there's probably something here. So I'm looking forward to the journey, and I'm looking forward to any of you who are on it with me being part of it. Mwah.